A month after the deadly shootings at an American elementary school, U.S. President Barack Obama launched the most sweeping gun control push in decades. Let's go now to CCTV's Jessica Stone, who has the latest from the White House. Jessica?
And Anand, it is an expansive package, including 23 actions that the president already has taken on Wednesday. But, getting the budget through this $500 million in cost, let alone the legislative proposals themselves, that sets us up for a monumental battle going into the president's second term.
And I'm calling on Congress to pass some very specific proposals right away.
President Barack Obama outlined an ambitious agenda for curbing gun violence on Wednesday, including universal background checks for gun buyers, renewing the assault weapons ban, limiting magazine clips to 10 bullets, and adding more mental health information to the gun registry database.
Are the president's kids more important than yours?
Even before the announcement, the National Rifle Association hit back hard with this ad criticizing the security detail for the president's children.
But he's just another elitist hypocrite.
A White House spokesman responded forcefully, saying, quote, "To go so far as to make the safety of the president's children the subject of an attack ad is repugnant and cowardly." But even Democratic congressional leaders have tried to manage expectations on what is possible.
In the Senate, we're going to do what we think can get through the House. I'm not going to be going through a bunch of these gyrations just to say we've done something.
We can put public policy in place that will make our communities safer and at the same time protect law-abiding Americans' rights to own a firearm.
President Obama signed 23 executive orders, taking immediate action without legislative approval. But the White House isn't shying away from the fight to come. The president's announcement comes in response to last month's shooting deaths of 20 children and 6 adults at Sandy Hook Elementary School in Connecticut.
I have no illusions about what we're up against, or how hard the task is in front of us. But I also have never seen the nation's conscience so shaken by what happened at Sandy Hook.
We can respect the Second Amendment while keeping an irresponsible, law-breaking few from inflicting harm on a massive scale.
And a recent ABC News Washington Post poll shows that 88% of Americans support background checks at gun shows for gun buyers. The president directly appealing to the American public on Wednesday, asking them to call on Congress to act. Anand?
Jessica, the Republicans have the majority in the House, and in many respects, they hold the key to any kind of legislative changes concerning guns in this country. What have they been saying?
Well, I think that the silence has been somewhat deafening, actually, from Capitol Hill and we have gotten no statements from Speaker of the House, John Boehner. We've heard very little from other congressional Republicans. Primarily, we've heard from congressional Democrats, and I think what's most interesting about what Democrats are saying, because keep in mind, of course, Democrats also take money from the leading pro-gun lobby, the National Rifle Association, was a comment by Senator Chuck Schumer, one of the leading Democrats in the Senate and a sponsor of gun legislation that would implement universal background checks. He called that the sweet spot of gun safety legislation and said that he was very heartened to hear that the president will be focused on that in the days to come. It looks likely that that is the most likely place for consensus as this process goes forward.